Welcome to my sewing room tour. Guys, my name is Pamela Azemubo and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. I don't want to be saying, oh, I've been MIA, I've not been consistent. Honestly, I just feel like I want to just keep things moving and, just try my best to stop making promises that I can't keep. But on a more serious and a more lighter note, I'm doing something that I have not done like in this channel before, and to just get you guys more into my life. So instead of talking too much, let's just get right into this video. Hey girl, hey boys and girls. Hi, my name is Pamela Azemugo. I'm a fashion designer, fashion tutor, fashion educator. I own a YouTube channel, as you can see. So what today I'm going to take you guys to something that's or the behind the scenes of some of my other things that I do aside content creation, which is YouTube and Facebook. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a tour of my sewing room. So currently I work from my apartment, which is my home. I don't have a physical store outside, but I do majority of some of the work and some of the content you guys see from my home. So I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like now. I would say it's 75 or 85% done. I will not say I'm there yet because honestly, trying to organize and arrange a space to make it look like aesthetically pleasing, it can be very expensive. So I'm not trying to rush the process. I'm just trying to take it because one thing is that you can get something and in next couple of weeks you're not feeling that thing again. So in order not to talk too much and waste you guys time, I just want to show you guys, what my sewing room looks like because a lot of my sewing content or some of my sit down videos are going to be coming from this particular space. So let's get right into this video. So you guys could see my industrial sewing machine, which is 2 Lion, as you can see from the video. This was what when I wanted after my fashion school. This was I would say the first machine I ever got that I bought, the first industrial machine I got before I decided to purchase the rest. And I would say this machine has come in very, very handy. I don't really use them to sew like often, except I know I'm sewing like maybe if big, like a very like voluminous dress, maybe the project is quite big or something, like maybe I'm doing like heavy project like bedspread or curtains or 6 pieces skirts and all those stuff. So I majorly use this machine to work on them. I've not used it for a long time because I've been moving and stuff like that, so I'm just trying to get settled in. So this is the 2 Lion, the TL8500. I got this from a market on in Lagos Island. So currently I've had this for I would say 2 years. So this was my first machine. This was not actually my first machine. My first machine was this butterfly manual machine. People that started sewing would know I would say would know this machine a lot. Like if you're like an OG when it comes to like sewing, like as at 7, 8, 9 years ago, if I'm right, this machine was like the first set of machines that a lot of people got to start sewing with. This doesn't use light, so it's majorly just manual. You use your legs to paddle it and thread it and just use it manually. I still have this machine because we live in Nigeria and sometimes NEPA can be very funny. So or would I say light AEDC can be very funny. So I try as much as possible to just have this handy so that in case there's no light, I can always quickly finish up whatever it is I'm finishing up. So that is the reason why I'm still holding on to this machine. And this was the first machine, sorry, before I even decided to invest in a industrial sewing machine. So this was the first machine I got after finishing fashion school. I think that in Nigeria here we call it weaving machine, but I think they call it soja. I think I'll check that and insert it. So I think this is called soja, but this was my first, I would say first, but this was my second big girl purchase. After I got my normal industrial sewing machine, I decided to invest into this because, like I said, if you are doing heavy projects, you also have to try to invest into machines like this. This machine currently uses 3-thread. I also got this from Lagos, a vendor in Lagos Island, Lagos State. So that's why I got this. I can't really remember the price, but I know it was around 200 or something then when I got it. That's like 2 years ago. So basically, this is like I use this when I have like heavy project or stuff like that I know that they are much and I can't really use the small tabletop to work on it. So currently I've not used it because I think it needs servicing because I've not used it for a very long time. I've not really sewn dresses that actually need that weaving. So yeah, this is the 3-thread weaving or serger machine. So these are the thread you use on it, and basically there are some clothes that you don't even have to use normal industrial machine to sew with it. You just have to use the serger to join the fabrics together. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have seen clothes like that, but there are clothes that you actually don't have to sew with a machine. You have to use this to join them together and just piece it together. I think there are some very unique ready to wear that they do like that. So yeah, basically this is what this looks like. Oh, this is a phone or camera stand. I don't know the technical name for what they call it, but I just call it I would say a stronger tripod stand. So basically I got this here in Abuja. I think I got it for 100 or something. I can't remember the price, but I will check and insert it there. So I got this because majority of the time when I do tutorials, I couldn't really get like a full view of the top of what and my tripod stand couldn't really, the one I have couldn't really give me that whole thing. So I decided to just invest into this. It's very strong. This is actually made of, this is actually iron, and that was why I decided to invest into it. And it's very steady. It can go like to a very high length, higher than what this actually gives to you. So I just decided to buy it, and as a form of good investment for my tutorials, so that I can get aside the normal side views that I get. I wanted something that I could see from on top. So yeah, basically I decided to invest into, like I said, I got this from a from all these shops that sell phones, cameras, and all those gears when it comes to filming and equipment. I got this from them in Banex. Yes, in Banex. That's where I actually purchased this item from. So the next thing is my dress, my two-piece, top. And so this is a mannequin. I've had this mannequin. This was my first mannequin. I've had this mannequin for like more than 3 years. I think I've had this mannequin for 4 years. This was the first mannequin I ever bought, and it's missing an arm, and I'm not sad about it. At least it's still performing the job she is supposed to perform. So I made this dress, and yeah, I decided to dress her up in it because I didn't want her to look naked. So I've had this mannequin for, yes, I've had this mannequin for close to 4 years, if I remember correctly. And funny enough, I got this mannequin at a very giveaway price. You won't believe it. I got this mannequin for 10,000. That's how I can actually remember this mannequin. I got it for 10,000. Yes, she's missing an arm, but she's doing the job perfectly well. At least you can still see the fit of the clothes from the mannequin. So I've kept her ever since. So I don't have a name for her. So don't worry yourself. I don't have a name for her. So, and yeah, I decided to just keep it. I still have other mannequins, but like I said, I got it for a very giveaway price because the person I got it from was, I think, was closing up a shop or something like that, and she was selling it at a giveaway price. I decided to purchase it. So yeah, that's that. I don't know if you guys can see me. This is my this picture was majorly meant for my website. But I don't know, for some weird reason, I actually couldn't complete that website. Not thinking about it like deeply, I couldn't actually complete that website. But it's something that I'm working towards. I was thinking of, instead of like doing a website thing, I was thinking of more into like portfolios and stuff like that, because I do so many things, and I wanted to just like merge them in one and not like be scattered on all over the place. I think that was why this whole website thing came in, but I never actually did it. So one day I was just going through my phone and I was like, you know what, I can actually frame this. Funny thing is, I actually wanted this to be bigger, but I don't know, I think the price was just too much, and I said, you know what, let's just leave it. Then I would invest into something more bigger, because like I said, my studio, it's like, I would say it's 75% or 85% done. I'm not still like put in things that I actually want, so there are still a lot for me to do, but I'm trying as much as possible to take it one step at a time, so that I don't end up buying things that I don't even need, and at some point I'm not looking for a way to sell them. So that was how this thing came about. So this was initially for my website, or is for my website, and I decided to print it out and frame this, and it's actually looking cute. Yes, it looks a little bit darker because of colors and the way they actually printed it out, but so far so good. It's doing the job it's supposed to do. So this is how that came about. Then I have this in one of my shots and decorate my studio with me. Please go and view that shot. So my these ones are Hayden Williams. These are some of his illustrations that I took from Pinterest. I decided to frame some of them. So, but from my next coming studio updates, the next ones you're going to see, because I'm also very good at illustration, I'm going to have a lot of my own illustration hanging on the wall. I just didn't want this wall to be looking very empty, and I wanted it to look I wanted it to give it this whole studio and sewing room vibe. That's why I created this corner for it. But later on, it's still going to be bigger, because like I said, I have a few visions for this place. But in order to get things moving and not holding on to, wasting so much time, I decided to just give you guys a tour of what the place looks like. So this is what this whole wall is all about. So this is my ironing table. I do a lot of ironing here, and I cut a lot of fabrics here. So I cut all my fabrics here, and you can see I have my pattern masters, rulers, and everything here. I have my scissors. Then this for ironing, like some parts of clothes that iron can't. Sure, excuse me. Some parts of clothes that iron can reach. So currently this is where, like I said, I do a lot of ironing and cutting of fabric here. Sometimes I do some pattern making on this table too, depending on what I'm designing for that period. So yeah, that's why you see these things here. You can see my normal Philip iron, Then we also have my steam iron. You can see this is for maybe the clothes is not something that I want to really lay down on the table and iron. I use this at majority. I use this sometimes sometimes when the clothes is even on the mannequin and I don't want to remove it and change it. I use this. I use this currently. Then I also have my iron enhancer spray starch. I really don't use this often, but I use this on like some occasions. I use this on some occasions. So yeah, basically that is just what is on this iron table. This was the first table I did before doing the second one, because like I said, I do a lot of ironing and cutting as a tailor. So I did this and it was made by my carpenter. I don't really know the measurement of this table, but if I get it, I'm going to put it on the screen to tell you guys what the size of the table looks like. I'm trying to make this place, I'm trying to make this place as bright as it can be. So this table, the major reason why I did this table was because I do some of my projects and some of my tutorials that you guys will be seeing or are seeing from this table, because I needed a place whereby I could place this tabletop meshes. I call them tabletop meshes, so that for easy movement and easy use, because I didn't want a situation whereby I'm moving back and forth from the other table. Then when I want to iron, I want to cut, I have to remove everything from the table and everything. So that was why I did this table. This table is quite long and quite big. The vision I had for this table, I didn't know it was going to be this long or this big, but it's already done. So that's the whole essence of doing this particular table. I also had this past summer that just left, I had children coming in for work and some practical sewing classes, and we also had to use this table. So I still have some of the machines, but these ones are currently due for servicing, and that's why I actually brought them out. So that is why you can see it's like some yellow tape and stuff like that on them. So this is where I don't know the size of this one either, but I'm going to confirm and put it up on the screen. So this, like I said, that is the whole essence of making this table, was because I just wanted a place whereby I could place my tabletop and get a situation where I don't have to be moving around. And even when I have students coming around, I don't have to be like moving around. They are just working in one space. So that is the whole essence of me using this what do you call it, this table, doing this particular table. There are also chairs underneath it. There are also chairs underneath this, because like I said, I have students coming in from time to time, so I needed a more convenient and comfortable place for them to stay in. So that's the whole essence of having this table. I like the fact that this is just wood. I think this is just wood. I was not painted or anything fancy like that, because like I said, it's something that I just wanted a little bit temporary, and I didn't want a situation whereby we're doing something too huge and at the end of the day you don't like it or feel. And I like this because it makes it look more, I don't know, I'm trying to find the term for it, but I just like the vibe and the aesthetic this gives to me. So that was the whole essence of doing it. And I asked them for space underneath it because I want to put some stuff under it. Maybe like fabrics or cartons of stuff that we bought that were not ready in use for. So yeah, basically this is it. Then we have this. At some point I was finding it very difficult to cook. I won't say cook, but I was just I didn't know what to eat. So I wanted something that I could constantly just see maybe what I need and stuff like that. So I just wrote all these things down for easy access. Maybe my brain is not just thinking, because of that when you're working so much or trying to create content, you also, I won't say forget to eat, but you tend not to be eating properly, except you eat out. For me, I don't eat out that often. So I decided to write all this down. So yeah, this is my light. I have to intro of this video. So this is the second one. And yeah, I bought this light as at that time from Banex, also from those equipment and gear people, and I got that's my tripod stand that I showed you guys earlier on. And I think the two cost me about 70,000. Then I've had them for like 2 years or a year now. And this is my second mannequin. I have two. I have male and female. This one, I got this one from Lagos Island too. When I traveled to Lagos about 2 years ago, I got this, and this one is more expensive. As at then, it was going for like 80 something thousand when I got this. So yeah, I like the whole black and goldish color going on with it. So it's very exclusive, like exclusive or exquisite. It's very exquisite. You know, it has this vibe that this mannequin is, and I like this whole basket thing going on in the head and everything. So I decided to invest in it. It was quite expensive, but it was a good investment. Then, sorry, I have to move this around so that you guys can see. Then I have this my male mannequin here, my baby boy. My baby boy. So I've had this for a while. So I got this at the same time when I also got this other mannequin. And yeah, I when I was learning, I also learned for male, but I don't really do it like, I would say I've not really gone deep into it. But so yeah, that's why you see, as you can see, that's why it's naked. So yeah, I like the whole pointed nose thing going on. So here currently we have my dispenser. Like I said, I had students coming in and going out, so they were always drinking water. So I decided to bring the dispenser water um bottle here, so that at least when they need water they can always drink water. So then I have this huge mirror here. This is blocking it, but you can still see yourself on it. So yeah, I got this on traffic. Mirror from traffic. I was driving and I was in traffic and I saw the guy carrying it. I think I bought it for like 20k ish. And I just saw it and I felt it was big enough for me to put here. So I decided to invest in it. So yeah. So I think that is it basically for this video. Updating it. I will try to bring you guys along with me. So but currently this is just what my in-house studio looks like. So yeah, thank you guys so much for, if you stick to this to the end of this video, I give you guys a thumbs up. Also give me a thumbs up on this video, like, share and subscribe. I will catch you guys in my next video.